Thank you all for registering and attending this 7-day national level online faculty development program on ChatGPT and AI tools for educators in line with OBE, which is being organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of St. Joseph College, Irinjalakuda, in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. So we would like to welcome Dr. Suresh Namboothri, the Chief Resource Person, and all the FDP resource persons, managers, directors, principals, vice principals, representative from management, HODs, IQC coordinators, and all the faculty members. So as you all know, this is a 7-day program. We are in the 4th day with the live sessions on the same timing from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if you are unable to attend the live session due to any reason, the recorded sessions will be available in the LMS on the next day. You will receive a different calendar invitation for each day's session in your email. Also, you will have access to the workshop activities and the video recordings of each day in the LMS and will receive the certificate after the FDP. So if you have any concerns regarding the LMS, you can contact the given number which is given in the chat. So feedback form will also be available in the LMS on the last day of the FTP. So the feedback form will not be sent to you separately. So my name is Raki Raj. I will be the event moderator. So for the session, let me welcome Dr. Suresh Namboothri, Director of Aspire Technologies, Pune. I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon to all. So today is our 4th day of this 7-day program, and we had a full day session last 2 days. So let me know anyone has got any clarifications or doubts that we can discuss generally, and after that we will go ahead with our session. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes, sir, you're
anyone
audible.
has got any clarification or doubts of the last 2 days, you can ask, and all general questions and directly related to these topics we will discuss and we will clarify it here, and then we will go ahead with our program.
Okay. So before the session, I want to make an announcement. So everyone, tomorrow on Sunday, we don't have FDP. So you can complete the activities in the LMS by that time. We will have the next session on Monday. So please make sure to complete the activities before Monday session. And if you have any questions or assistance needed, feel free to ask in the given number in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, as there are no other questions, so let me wait for a few more minutes so that more participants will join this program so that they won't miss anything. The reason is from here onwards, each day, each topic, what we are going to discuss here, everything is very important and very difficult to get elsewhere. And these examples are directly from teaching, that is from pedagogy. Therefore, these examples and these prompts and the usage of ChatGPT for educational purposes are very much connected to your day-to-day life. Therefore, let us wait a few more minutes for more participants to join. So in between, I will answer one question here. That one question that is from Dr. R. Srinivasa Rao Kunde. Good afternoon, sir. Please show us an example of creating student CV for placement. In the due course, I will do, but this is a very specific. This is a very specific question. We have similar things to do in our coming sessions, so that definitely we will take care of that. So yesterday we finished our session with uh, prompt engineering. So I thought I will continue with the prompt engineering, and as we discussed, uh, after taking certain number of prompt engineering lessons, then we will go to our pedagogical sessions. So now let me share my screen. So before that, let me talk about something that was of everybody's interest. There is a question, or there are questions about plagiarism every day. The main thing, main concept created in everybody's brain by somebody is that we should not use ChatGPT because ChatGPT is copying, and ChatGPT, if we take an output from ChatGPT, it is equivalent to plagiarism and it will get caught. And I had been telling every day that ChatGPT is a tool, and we are going to use our own prompts, and we are going to use our own ideas while creating this prompt, and we are making our own inquiry, we are making our own investigation, and therefore the result what we get is ultimately according to our wish. That is, according to it is coming through our pen and our brain. Therefore, there is no need to worry about plagiarism if we use it judiciously. So, for that purpose, I am going to show you, for that purpose, I have explained yesterday that ChatGPT is like your Maruti Swift car. You cannot say like that the car goes at 40 kilometers per hour. The car goes in the way based on the gear you put, or the way in which you applied the accelerator. Similarly, in ChatGPT, there are settings. So this is one place, platform.openai.com/playground. I hope you can see this. Platform.openai.com means when you go to ChatGPT, you are going chat.openai.com. Then you start asking questions, or you start filling prompts. But in this case, where you have to go, platform.openai.com/playground, then you will come to a screen like this. On this screen, you will see like this. You can put your prompt here. Here I wanted to tell you that all the settings, there are many gears: first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, second, sixth gear, any gear. You can set the way in which you want to get response. So here, first of all, there is something called model. This model is, there are various versions of ChatGPT. You can select the version from here. I am not going to spend so much of time individual explanation, because for me it will take at least 3 hours only to explain this thing to you. My job is here to introduce this thing to you so that it is very easily understood with your intelligence, and it can be understood, it can be applied easily. Therefore, when you are using ChatGPT, the responses what you get will not be the same as the response other people get. I repeat, when you use this platform.openai.com / playground, and when you are using it, and when you make the settings here, once you understand the setting, then the answers you get is not the answers everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to get. You are going to get it based on exactly your requirement. So I will show you here. First, there is a model. You can select these models, and here very good explanations are given. What is this language model and what are the strengths of this? See, when I use text DaVinci 003, it shows that what it is and what are the strengths. Complex intent, cause and effect, creative generation, search, summarization for audience. Similarly, I can go to this query, then I will get another one. So this is one setting you need to do according to your requirements, so that the plagiarism will not be there. Second, this is the most important setting on ChatGPT, that is temperature. Temperature you can set from 0, temperature you can set to 2. Now, I will show you that one. What is this temperature 0 and temperature? In this case, temperature stands for the randomness. For example, if you are putting temperature 0, ChatGPT will give all Sada answers. Means very common. Very common in the sense what is available to everyone will be available if you are putting temperature 0. But if you are going for temperature, like you are seeing here, temperature 2, if you are going to put temperature 2, that ChatGPT is going to give us the most improbable, most creative thing. Most improbable and most creative, interesting thing. But based on this, when you are putting 0 and 2, everywhere there is a factor of money. Because this I am telling you very specifically, because if you are doing a serious research, it is always worth to go for this. It is about $20 per month plus tax, our GST to our government. It will come something around $23. In Indian rupee current conversion rate, it comes to something around 1,700 rupees. This 1,700 rupees is for one calendar month, and it is really worth. And when you use it for less temperature, you will get easy common answers. But when we are putting it into temperature at 2, you are going to get a difficult, more creative, more adventurous type of answers. So I normally I put it at 1. I don't want to be getting from getting, so I take the middle path. Let us spend some money, but not much money. Then here it is, next is maximum length. For each model, there is a maximum length of the RESP token available. so that this is the length setting on that. Here there is another setting called top P. A top P. This top P also it requires, it is a highly technical thing. It requires certain time for explanation. But my request to everyone is that you are all going to be, you are all researchers, and you want to make create high impact research. So based on the situation, now I am going to show you a certain very important prompt engineering thing which are very good to create high impact research, and you can use those things along with this, but based on the situation, based on your prompt, you change your setting, so that there is no much money spent, and what you get will not be detected as a plagiarism. Now I will show you here one more important setting. Here there is something called best of. See, best of, I put 1. Now I can change it to up to best of 20. But best of means it is going to create this. We are telling ChatGPT, this is what my prompt is. Now you generate these many numbers and show me only the best one of that. So if I am putting here best of 10, the ChatGPT will, for my one prompt, it will generate 10 responses. Then ChatGPT will do the sensitive analysis. And ChatGPT will tell me, okay, this is what my best is. But then what is the penalty? We have to pay for that 10 generations of responses. So that is a clear thing. As we know that high impact research is little expensive, but here it is not that expensive. But for variation, for getting it better, everything ChatGPT charges. So that is what regarding platform.openai.com/playground. Okay. Now, I hope everybody understood that ChatGPT is not giving only one response. ChatGPT can give any number of variation responses. So all these variation responses are not going to get caught. It will not be seen as plagiarism, because ultimately you are the originator. You are the originator of the prompt. You are the person who is making the setting. Then you are the person asking in which way you need the output. Therefore, there is no question of plagiarism here if you use your brain. Now, let me come to the prompt engineering where we left yesterday. Yesterday, we have seen some very interesting prompt. That was the last. I hope you remember. It was the word seed phrase. I have shown you that a just simple seed word, one line, how it created a very good inspiring speech to our Indian young athletes. That is, generate an inspiring speech to the Indian young athletes seed word Olympics. Similarly, I have shown you yesterday that another one, that with a prompt, how it was generating thing. Now we are going to the number 11. That is a very interesting thing for every researcher sitting here. I am repeating, this is good for every researcher sitting here. It is knowledge generation prompt. See, ultimately what is that? Our research will be of a high impact research if we generate our own knowledge. The knowledge generation prompt is a technique used to elicit new and original information from ChatGPT. That is the key in this. You are able to generate new and original information. You are telling ChatGPT, I don't want anything old, I don't want anything which is common, new and original. This is a technique that uses a model's pre-existing knowledge to generate new information or to answer a question. To use this prompt with the ChatGPT, the model should be provided with a question or topic as input, along with a prompt that specifies the task or goal for the generated text. The output should include information about the desired output, such as the type of text to be generated and any specific requirement or constraints. Please understand this. We have to specify any specific requirements or constraints. This is the general prompt formula. Please generate new and original information about our topic based on a text or based on anything. So I will show you here example 1. See, in example 1, it is for generating a new information about a specific topic. See, here there's a prompt. Generate a new and accurate information about benefits of air pollution. We all know that air pollution is not good. Then we are going to ask something. We are going to ask ChatGPT to generate information that is a new and accurate information about benefits of air pollution. I am going to start a new chat here, and let me go to this. I am pasting my prompt here. Generate a new and accurate information about benefits of air pollution. Click. I hope you can see here, ChatGPT has generated 5 new original information about on benefits of air pollution. But you see that how it is explaining. Air pollution is generally harmful and has numerous adverse effects on the environment and human health. It contributes to respiratory disease, all these things. However, in the spirit of your question, see, we also know that air pollution is not good, but we wanted to get some original, new and original knowledge we wanted to generate. So in the spirit of our question, let us explore whether there could be any benefits of positive side effects, however unintentional, of air pollution. It has given us 5 benefits. It is including potential fertilization effect, plantation growth, better understanding of atmospheric processes, innovation and technology development, dimming effect. Okay. So now let us go to another complicated thing. Now I am going to, actually our examples are one another, it will be more and more complicated. Now here there is another prompt. Means we are tightening ChatGPT more and more for getting more and more specified knowledge. Answer the following question with the new and original information. Even though speaking is the most crucial cognitive skill, why humans take it very lightly? As I was telling earlier, the speaking differentiates animals and human beings. Only human beings or Homo sapiens are blessed with the rare ability of speaking. The speaking is directly linked to thinking. Anyone who can speak better, impromptu speaking, you will see that their thinking will be very clear and they will be very sharp. So this is what Encyclopedia Britannica says. The difference between human being and the animals are first rational thinking or abstract reasoning and articulated speaking. But in Indian education system, these two things are not taught. That is the reason on many areas we lag behind. I repeat, I repeat, the difference between human beings and animals are human beings have the abstract reasoning power, abstract reasoning, and the second is articulated speaking. But still, why we don't give any importance to speaking? Now let us say, now let us see what type of a knowledge ChatGPT is generating on this. This is a knowledge generation prompt. See, it has generated some new knowledge here. This particular thing I have searched all over internet, but such a thing was not available. See, habitual and unconscious skill, speaking, the illusion of simplicity, even though it is not simple, undervaluing of everyday skills, the primacy of writing in formal education, technology influence, lack of immediate feedback, means all these things are the reason. Now let me go to the third point, the third example here of knowledge generation prompt. Please understand this knowledge generation prompt is very important for your research, and this research and this is going to help you to make high impact research papers. See, now I am going to show you another level of knowledge generation, that is unearth or understand the trend. Based on this anthropological studies, what trends about EV scooter, that is electrical scooter usage, can be anticipate in the future. We know that every new invention, it's adaptation to our society follows anthropological studies. There are certain anthropological studies of the past. Same template repeats here. Whether we are introducing car, whether you are introducing a smartphone, whether you are introducing internet, everything is follows those anthropological studies. So therefore, here I am going to show you that here I am going to show you that I am going to put to an anthropological report as it is written here. See, based on this anthropological studies, what trends about EV scooter usage can we anticipate in the future? In the sense, electrical scooters are getting introduced now. Based on the anthropological research, what type of an adaptation we can expect? Means we are generating knowledge here. Now, please see this. Up to here was my prompt, and up to here, this is an anthropological report. This is about cultural anthropology. Let me click. See, based on the insights provided by cultural anthropology, we can predict several potential trends about electric vehicle scooter usage in the future. So now ChatGPT has developed 8 new ideas, 8 new knowledge, 8 points it generated new and accurate only for our purpose. That is based on the information given by us. Please understand, it is not directly taken from Google. We asked for something, ChatGPT is doing that based on the instruction given by us in the form of prompts. Now let me take you to the point number 4. Please note, this is knowledge generation prompt. All these details are available with you in your LMS. Now I am going for example 4. See, here there is another interesting thing. Please generate new and original information about customer behavior from this data set. and we are providing a data set here. Because this is a data set, it is beyond the scope of this program, but everyone who is working in mathematics, statistics, software, database management, everything, please understand this. You can generate new and original information about customer behavior or any sort of trend by giving a data set here. And this particular trend, whatever normal case Excel or Access or DBMS won't fetch, this ChatGPT will give the insight of that. So we need to give a data set here. That's all. Now, what I was explaining to you is a very important thing for research, that is knowledge generation prompt. Now I am going to show you another important, interesting thing, that is integration prompt. How is the knowledge integration? We have certain knowledge. There is another knowledge set B, another knowledge set C. The way you want, ChatGPT will integrate this knowledge and what you want. It is not necessary that you have to read all those things. There is some 600-page PDF, knowledge set B. There is some 700-page PDF, that is knowledge set C. And you have got another one, knowledge set D. You can ask exactly what you want. It will go through these particular pages and it will integrate the knowledge and give it to you. I will show you. I will show you here this example. Let me go to example 1. This is, see, this is a very simple example. I am going to, please listen carefully. Integrate the benefits that I get along with the benefits of my existing scooter and by buying a new car, and list them with the bullet points. In simple words, I have a scooter and now I am going to buy a car. There are certain benefits of scooter and there are certain benefits of car. I am asking ChatGPT, integrate the benefits of these two so that, and tell me how my life is going to be more comfortable or convenient because I am having a scooter and a car. Now, I am going to give the simple prompt to ChatGPT, that I am telling ChatGPT, integrate the benefits that I get along with the benefits of my existing scooter and by buying a new car, and list them with the bullet points. The same thing is applicable. You can say like that, I am studying instrumentation and I am studying biology, and by integrating these two, what are the knowledge integration? What are the benefits I am going to get? Means there are plenty of applications for this. See, what ChatGPT does. The benefits of your existing scooter, benefits of buying a new car. Oh. Now I am telling ChatGPT, integrate the both benefits so that how it would improve my life, my day-to-day life. Actually, this is what I think something was missing from my prompt. So now it has integrated both. This is a knowledge integration. Now you please see that one. When I have a scooter, when I have a car, I have got a flexible transportation option. If I am going to a crowded place, I take my scooter and go. If I am going with my family, I take my car and go. Cost efficiency. I can control how much I want to spend. Improved accessibility. I need not look for the parking place, etc. With a scooter, I can go anywhere. Enhanced safety. Where it is necessary, I take my car and go. And greater capacity. I have got now 2 vehicles. I can tell one family member to take the scooter. Other thing, environmental consideration. You know that. Enjoyment and status means I can enjoy my scooter. I can have the status of car and travel comfort. So this is the one thing example of knowledge integration. Knowledge integration prompt. We can integrate two knowledge, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, any number of various thing. You can tell with a particular purpose. We can tell it to integrate and show. Now I am going to show you another interesting thing. Okay, this is a little technical. Explain the principles of quantum entanglement integrating to this report. This report is about, there are over 2 million couples stay away from each other due to employment and career requirement. This is an interesting thing. I am giving this thing to ChatGPT to make. Explain the principles of quantum entanglement. Now let me go to another example. See, this is another very important example. It has got an impact on research and in the product development, in finding solution. Find solution to these problems of the mobile application. Suppose I am developing one mobile phone application. I have this problem. I can write the problems here. Integrating psychology of teenagers and the latest trends in the user interface and market trends. I am giving these 3 different knowledge areas to ChatGPT, and I am telling ChatGPT has got to tell that my mobile application has got these problems. So consider this knowledge area, psychology of teenagers. Second knowledge area, latest trends in the user interface. And the third knowledge area, market trend. This ChatGPT is going to integrate these knowledges and finding solution to my problem in the mobile application. See, this is one step above. It is similar to that, future forecasting with multidisciplinary input. What could be the potential impacts on global economy integrating the insight of these 3 reports? Global market report, environment report, energy technology report. Means we are telling by integrating the key things of these 3 reports. No, not key things, based on our requirement. Integrate those knowledge and present it to us. So that is what here say prompt formula. What could be the potential impact of a topic integrating the insights of these reports? Report 1, report 2, report 3. So what we have seen here is knowledge integration prompt. Now we are going for another interesting thing. 13, interpretable soft prompt. Don't get scared with the terminology because it is very simple. It is very helpful. I will go directly to an example here. Interpretable soft prompt. See, interpretable soft prompt is a prompt engineering technique to use the best of both worlds. It allows us to control the model's generated text while providing some flexibility to the model. I will show you here example. See, I am telling ChatGPT to translate certain text to Spanish. And I am telling that these words don't translate. Keep it English only. That means we are telling ChatGPT to do something, but we are putting certain control on that. Means we are not giving everything free to ChatGPT. We are putting certain control or constraint. See, prompt formula. Perform an activity while considering the following constraint. Constraint 1, constraint 2, constraint 3. I will show you a good example here. When you see example, it will be very clear. See, translate the following text. And I am telling this, but keep the following words in English. Prompt engineering, controlled inputs, techniques, etc. in English. Now let us see. It will translate everything to Spanish, but these words it will keep in English. See, interpretable soft prompts, it kept in English. Prompt engineering, it kept in English. Technique, it kept in English. Now we are going to show you some of the very interesting thing. This is an interesting thing. This is a very fictitious. Don't take it seriously. I am putting a fictitious story here. Generate a story based on the following characters: Mahabali, Bhima, Sri Krishna. The theme, food adulteration, and the story should use these two one-liners. I won't allow my citizens to get cancer due to food adulteration, or food adulterators will go to hell. These two one-liners should be there in my story. I am telling ChatGPT, these three are my characters. And I am telling ChatGPT, this is my theme. And I want these one-liners to appear in my story. Now let us see how ChatGPT is making a very good story based on this Mahabali, Bhima, and Sri Krishna, and it is about food adulteration. See, this is a brilliant story written by ChatGPT. Once upon a time, the noble king Mahabali ruled a prosperous kingdom. He was revered by his citizens for his fairness, wisdom, and immense concern for their welfare. However, a new problem began to plague his kingdom: food adulteration. Unscrupulous merchants, lured by greed, started mixing cheap and harmful ingredients into the food. They are oblivious to the harm it was causing to the people, including serious diseases like cancer. I won't allow my citizens to get cancer due to food adulteration, declared Mahabali. See, this is the way. This can be used in various ways in science, in technology, in arts, in liberal arts. Means we are telling ChatGPT to do something, but at the same time, we are controlling certain things. We are telling ChatGPT to do in this way. So that was a classic example. Now I will show you another important thing. I hope at least some of you know about a famous Indian Indian movie director called Gurudutt. Uh, he uh, Time magazine internationally, and they created a list of 100 movies, global movies of last century. One Indian appeared from here. It was Gurudutt. I am going to put an interesting thing about very simple, but how to use this particular style of prompt. Generate short screenplay in the style of 1950s India. Author Gurudutt. Topic youth unemployment. See, I am not writing anything. It is going to create. See, it has become a screenplay exactly in Gurudutt style. See, in the note it is written, the screenplay hints at the struggle of youth unemployment in 1950s India, taking into consideration the style of Gurudutt, which often emphasized on social issues and emotional undertones. Now the same thing, I can even, a similar director, he was, instead of, I changed the Gurudutt to K. Balachandar. See, a small apartment, Chennai, morning. And even they have taken the common the heroes' names and all from the same Balachandar movies. So these are the type of the prompts. These are the thing. It is an example of interpretable soft prompts. Now I need not show this example for it is a little medical, legal, etc. Medical, legal, etc. Even it will create exactly. You give 3 or 4 legal documents. Tell these are all the rules or the law, whatever those numbers, and it is going to integrate. It is going to create. I heard that I am speaking to you from Pune. That here in the court now they are all creating documents in 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Now I am going to the number 14. That is controlled generation prompt. Controlled generation prompts are techniques that allows to generate text with a high level of control over the input. Now, for example, here, complete a sentence in controlled way. Complete the following sentence in a style comprehensible to a non-English speaker using the following vocabulary: success, struggle, self-confidence, journey, education, experience. I am telling them use this vocabulary. Means I am putting control. And Sachin could get admission to an Ivy League university. This is controlled generation prompt. These are all there in the notes. You can take, you can try, you can vary the things, and you can try on your own. See, Sachin could get admission to an Ivy League university. I am telling ChatGPT to use my vocabulary. I can even use Hindi. I can use Tamil. I can use Malayalam. I'm telling them to use those vocabulary. So it has used that vocabulary and it created a sentence. Sachin, through a journey filled with struggle and hard work, could join a very important university called Ivy League. Uh, uh, his success comes from his self-confidence, good education, and useful experience. Now let me take the example 2. See, this is a controlled generation. You know that many people tell ChatGPT, you write a story, as I was telling you yesterday. But at the same time, we can give the complete template of a story to ChatGPT. It is example. We know that we all watch movies. When we hear certain director's name, we know that his movie is going to be like this. Similar, because that director inherently has got a template for his all movies. So similarly, we can make a template. We can make a template of a story, and we can give that template to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to write a story based on this template. You can control in which stage the boy appears or which stage the girl appears and how these two are going to meet and what is the rest of the what is the rest of the story. Now, for example, I am showing here, because of the time limitation, I am not showing this entire story, but you have seen some of the screenplays in the past. This is a prompt. Generate a story based on the following template. Title of the story that we can write. Introduction. Set the scene and introduce the main characters. Describe the world or environment they inhabit. So when you are giving this template, ChatGPT needs only this template. It is going to put characters. It is going to put everything. So that is what it is, a controlled generation prompt. Now, if I want ChatGPT to generate a text in a specified style, see, generate a sentence that follows the following grammatical rules. Relative clause. Mumbai is the financial capital of India. Just a minute, because it is small. I will show you. This I will show you here. See what ChatGPT is going to make a relative clause. See, Mumbai, which is the financial capital of India, is known for its vibrant culture and bustling economy. See here. Now this is another controlled multi-prompt integration. Controlled multi-prompt integration means it's a controlled generation. Please understand each one of this because it is there in the note. Even though because we have got teachers from various subject disciplines, I am taking some of the common examples, but these are all with a direct impact on your research and in your teaching, because you can integrate knowledge, you can control the generation. So all these things, what you are doing, your generated text, your article or your paper, it will stand apart. It will be very different when you use these things, because these things are not there in any of the AI tools. Now please read this. Write a dialogue between 3 characters. An IT professional returned to native village after losing job. A village elder who repent that he didn't migrate to city as a youth, and an unemployed youth dreaming of an IT job. They discuss the meaning of life and the nature of wisdom. The dialogue should be thought-provoking and philosophical with an underlying theme of self-discovery. You see this one, and this is a prompt formula. That is right, context, constraint 1, constraint 2, constraint 3, constraint 4. So tell him that I am in a seminar. See, this is the way. This is the way this controlled generation prompt example 4. And now I am going to. Now this is a targeted question answering prompt. This is also very important for your research. But in our 2 hours of our program, now we have almost consumed 1 hour for prompt engineering, and I will continue with this targeted question answer prompt from that is a day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is off day. So this targeted question answer, I will explain to you. Even if you have got so much 2000 paper PDF, this is targeted question answer shows you exactly how to extract the pinpoint exact information from that particular set of papers. Okay, so let me conclude here about prompt engineering, so that now we will go to the pedagogical excellence. Now, meanwhile, let me ask you, anyone has got any clarification? See, there's a question from Niremati B. Can we take a medical prescription? If you ask very specifically, ChatGPT will give some medical advice and all, but same time it will say like that, don't take this as a prescription. See here there is a question. If there is no plagiarism, that is a question from Sudha K. Madam. If there is no plagiarism in this, how to quote the reference in the text? Madam, it is exactly like this. You have got a research topic. You are going to the field. You are collecting information from various people. And some of the people, they don't even know their name, or they don't even know from where they got this information. You know that it is a valuable information. And you know that you could extract such an information from that person because of your pointed question. See, we believe in GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. The quality of the answer is depending upon the quality of the question, and the depth of the answer is depending upon depth of your question. So therefore, please leave. When you are good at your prompt, when you are good at your thinking, when you are good at your iteration and your ability to question the answer and answer the question. When you are doing like that, it is going to be no plagiarism. Okay, I think no more questions here. So here, is this ChatGPT will give the response only in English or any other language we can use? You can use any other language, but when you use English, your responses will be better. Kindly provide the source and the way of the source and the explanation was super. Okay. 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 Now let me go back. Let us go to our main topic, that is how to use ChatGPT for pedagogical excellence. Excuse me, can you see my screen? That is D, using ChatGPT to help students practice critical thinking. Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, now we are going to our main question. Please understand this. You are all teachers as well as researchers. Therefore, we are doing a balancing act here. This prompt engineering is very, very important, as I was telling you, for a no plagiarism research. Similarly, pedagogical excellence. These things are very important for you to shine in the class like a superstar. So therefore, now we are in the section D of this, using ChatGPT to help students practice critical thinking. As I was telling you earlier, in prompt engineering, one of the main human quality is our abstract reasoning. Abstract reasoning means it is the thinking and articulated speaking. A person who can think well will speak well spontaneously. Therefore, here we are going to speak about critical thinking. If you know, in Bloom's taxonomy, anyone to cross the level comprehension, that to cross the second level and to reach to the third level, the imperative thing is critical thinking. Without critical thinking, no one can do even anything on that apply level. We may fabricate something, but these are all fake. No one can genuinely enter into this apply level without critical thinking. So critical thinking is the key for critical thinking is the literacy of higher education. Critical thinking is the literacy for anyone who wants to do investigation and research. So we are going to the first lesson, that organizing debate session. You know, the most important thing about higher education is debate. Ancient Indian educational system thrived on debate, because when we are engaged in debate, our mind is in the zenith of preparation, utmost preparation, because we know anytime from anywhere we can face a question, and within 6 seconds we should be able to answer. If we have got such a preparedness, if we are doing that preparedness every day, then we are raising ourselves to a different level of our cognitive ability. So here, ChatGPT can help in organizing debate sessions. How to organize a debate session? To what are all the thing we can debate, the subjects, uh, everything can be done. So now I will show you here. I think some of the simple things, I think it is better I skip, because these prompts are there on your LMS. Here I will show you an example how to organize a debate session on the subject, are in-store innovations crucial? Crucial for the success of retail stores. What are the steps involved? But more than that, I will show you another thing for the preparation for the debate. You know that in debate we have to just a minute. Yes. See, before going to the debate, Even I can ask ChatGPT, I am going for a debate like this. And what are all the key points opponents may raise and what could be the rebuttals for that? I put that particular prompt here. Tell me 5 rebuttals for the argument. In-store innovations are not crucial for the success of retail stores. When I ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to decide what could be the argument we are going to make, and ChatGPT is going to generate rebuttals for this. When you are having a debate session there in the class, you can use ChatGPT for this. Or when you are making a debate session anywhere, this ChatGPT is help. Now this is the thing. Arranging Socratic questioning session. You know Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is the most important way of teaching. Now I am going to use ChatGPT for this Socratic questioning session in a class. Tell me the steps for a Socratic questioning session about the design of smartphones. Ask me one question at a time. Correct me if I am wrong, then proceed to the next question. So it is going to ask me only one question. Based on my answer, it is going to ask the second question. See, what is the primary purpose of a smartphone? I will tell that make phone calls and use camera. So for example, what I am saying, we can make ChatGPT with good prompts to make a Socratic questioning. In the sense, when you are sitting in a class, you can take a topic, you can call students, write a prompt like this. Automatically, it will be between ChatGPT and students. Based on the students' answers, ChatGPT is going to form new questions and ask them. It is going to be very good. It is going to be fun. And now planning problem-based learning sessions. We know that now project-based learning, problem-based learning, all these are new techniques. Even UGC and AICT are insisting. And even these are all important in the teaching learning methodology for NIRF, NAC, etc. So therefore, you can use ChatGPT for problem-based learning sessions. ChatGPT will tell us, ChatGPT will help us help us to create problems and guide to do this problem-based learning. Now here, for example, design a problem-based learning approach for a graduate class of mechanical engineering with 40 students. Students will be divided into 8 teams of 5 students. Suggest certain problems for them to solve. Suggest problems from a typical Indian village environment. So this is only a simple thing. Even you can go many things depth in this, and you can ask ChatGPT to help in problem-based learning, project-based learning, etc. Now this is an interesting thing. One of the major complaints about our Indian education system is that it is not practical oriented and there is no link with the actually happening in the world. So therefore, giving them maximum examples and case studies. There's a difference between example and case studies. Case studies means you will make students to immerse into a context or a situation, and by standing inside that they are finding solution. So you can create any number of hypothetical case studies using ChatGPT. I am going to show you here. See, even though this is an example from engineering, but it can be used everywhere, I am going to show you this. Create a hypothetical case study for a graduation class of electrical engineering to teach the students the value of efficiency in large three-phase induction motor manufacturing. It is going to create a place, the company, background. See, there's a company, there are people name, what are the problem statement and a proposed solution, and further it is creating right in the outcome, and what are all the final discussion. See, brainstorming session. Brainstorming session, if it is done properly, it is one of the major learning processes. I am going to show you here one very interesting prompt that will help you to engage students in the class very well, and it is a fun and learn. See, we are having a brainstorming session. You must act as our moderator. Means we are telling ChatGPT to use as to act as moderator. We will feed our ideas one by one to you. You must validate our ideas or ask questions on that. If our answer is incorrect or inconsistent, you must correct us before asking the next question. The subject of brainstorming is how to beat Apple on smartphones. Okay. Now please see this one, how it is going to be. Because ChatGPT is a moderator. We are going to tell our opinion. If our opinion is not clear, ChatGPT will ask us for the clarification. Then ChatGPT will tell the second person to ask. See, I am delighted to facilitate this brainstorming session. Let us remember that the objective is to generate as many ideas as possible. There is no such a thing as bad idea or bad idea at this stage. Let us get started with the first idea on how we can outperform Apple in the smartphone market. I am going to write my idea. My idea is to make Apple phones at Kottayam, so that the assembly cost will be less, and we can use the high literacy of Kottayam for fast learning of technology. I am telling ChatGPT this. So ChatGPT says, that's an interesting idea to consider. However, it is important to remember that Apple, like many multinational corporations, has a complex global supply chain that they have optimized over many years. Could you clarify a bit more about why you believe manufacturing in Kottayam specifically would offer a significant cost advantage over current locations like China, for instance? Additionally, how do you plan to handle logistics, supply chain, and quality control issues like the new location? Please remember this. When people say that this is ChatGPT is copy or whatever, just imagine it is Bloom's taxonomy creation level of response we are seeing here. It's a very important. Where is the supply chain of China and how this can be replicated at Kottayam? So this is what the power of ChatGPT. I wanted to tell you again and again, ChatGPT's power is in the hands of the powerful people. It is ego, it is garbage in, garbage out. So please understand your objective very well, and please understand how to write prompts so that there is no plagiarism. You are going to shine like a superstar in that. See, this is one. Now I am now ChatGPT without asking to the second person. I am the first person asking me clarification. After me clarifying these things, only now ChatGPT is going to ask the second person. So that is the function of the moderator here. ChatGPT is acting as a human moderator. Now, let me go to the next one. This you understood the brainstorming sessions power. Now, planning role-playing activities and dialogue generation. I think there was a question yesterday. Okay. Meanwhile, there was a question. Okay, that we'll see later. Role play. You know what is role play? And role play has got a major things to learn. Role play has got major things to learn because one will understand what is his or her role and will start acting accordingly. See, this is an interesting thing to replicate role play in the class. Create a role play where ChatGPT take the role of a car buyer and not agreeing to every pitch made by the student seller. You are telling a student, you are the seller and ChatGPT is the buyer. You just see the fun. Means you whatever your student says, what ChatGPT is going to counter, and ChatGPT is going to make your student to think. These are all the critical thinking. Critical thinking you can use with the ChatGPT. Now, performing critical analysis on various topics. See, critical analysis is a fundamental skill in various academic fields that encompasses the assessment and interpretation of a text, concept, or data set. It extends beyond mere description by incorporating an element of questioning and challenge. Critical analysis is an important thing we can do with ChatGPT. See, I am going to tell ChatGPT one very recent incident that happened here. In the last budget, that central government gave some 270 crore rupees to IIT Madras for artificial diamond manufacturing technology development. So now please do the critical analysis of the economy of artificial diamond manufacturing. I am going to tell so that it is going to see the real academic critical analysis. You have seen this in none of these prompts. I am not asking a Google type of question. I am going through certain strategies and certain prompt formula. These are all available in your LMS. And when you use it and when you follow those particular structure, please spend some time. Please spend some time so that if you are spending 1 hour on this, it is going to save you 1,000 hours in the future. Not only that, it is going to help you to find new things because we have got knowledge generation, knowledge integration. You are going to bring out things which other people will never bring out. Now let me go to the next one. It is mind mapping. You know, mind mapping is an integral part of critical thinking, and I am putting in a little difficult situation the ChatGPT. Develop a mind map about a marketing person developing strategy to sell a freezer to an Eskimo. Selling freezer to an Eskimo. I am telling ChatGPT to make a mind map on that. Because it's a text-based, it may not create artistic map, but it is creating everything which is required. It can be a PowerPoint presentation, or it can be mind map according to that flow, according to flow diagram. See, it is telling understanding the Eskimo culture and needs, research Eskimo lifestyles, values and priorities, identify their food preservation methods, understand their housing structure and available available amenities. For product modification, evaluate whether the product requires any adaptation to function optimally in extreme cold climates. It is actually making complete complete mind mapping. Now I am going to the section, that is using ChatGPT to build creativity in the subject discipline. Creativity. Now, critical thinking, creative thinking. These two are the most important thing in the post-ChatGPT, post-AI generation, post-automation generation. Nobody wants people can just think mechanically, or nobody wants people who can't think rationally. The people's job requirements are where there are human interaction. That too, human interaction where a human discretion is required. These for better interaction and for discretion, the most important thing is critical thinking and creative thinking. And we have to develop a empathy, human empathy for the empathy. Now let us go to this section E. Section E is tell stories about any topic. Now, you have seen so many story things in our prompt engineering. Please relate this to this. You take any subject, you take any area. You can take one chapter from your subject, and you can tell ChatGPT to make a story. Even you can give something, and you can tell each student to make one story, and let them make it with a different context. So I am not taking an example here because we have very limited time, because these are all simple. Wow. See, generate a music for an occasion or a topic. As I was telling you, ChatGPT is text-based, but ChatGPT can give us generate prompts to create music at some other place. So even you can give very creative thing. And I will tell you here, you please see ChatGPT how it made a thing. You please see my prompt. Please read my prompt. And ChatGPT created one AI music here. So this is a very creative, adventurous prompt given. Write an effective prompt for a generative AI application for music. The music should reduce the tension created by mathematics education without any practical real-life application. The music must inspire teenagers and early 20 men and women. So this is what. Now I am going next. See, what you are seeing here is a prompt generated from ChatGPT, and we put this on DAL-E. This entire background is created by DAL-E, sister software of ChatGPT. We explain explain how should be the image, and this image prompt is generated by ChatGPT. Now, on my right side, what you are seeing is Donald Trump. This is not created by us. This is copied from internet. This is someone who used DALI or another one called Syngenta. These AI tools for creating video based on the description. See, this is the video of Donald Trump. So, see, people think that there people think that there is no art in science and no science in art. But the reality is, if there is no art in science, science will be totally boring. Science will not be palatable. It is a reverse also. If there is no science in art, then the art will not have a structure. So therefore, this is ChatGPT is a very good opportunity for teachers to add art into whichever subject they teach. See, for example, I will tell you here. Please read it. Please read it. Tell me a few artistic way to describe partial differential equations. I am telling ChatGPT. Tell me a few artistic way to describe partial differential equations. Nobody would have thought that there is an art in the see. There is a rhythmic dance variables, colorful tapestry of interactions, harmony of a symphony, a fluid painting, sculpture in progress. There are very, very ways in which you can find art in a art. You can inject art in any curriculum. Now, organizing a startup or inventors. See, act as a mentor and suggest 5 invention products to the final year electrical engineering students. So it is giving 5 different things we can use for a startup. I will tell you another application of this. I am going to give ChatGPT a business plan. I can tell ChatGPT, analyze this business plan and ask what is missing. The details of the business plan can be given in this way. We have seen problem-based learning earlier. Now this is about the project-based learning. We can tell ChatGPT, we can tell the which student, which class, what is their background, and we can tell them to give project-based individual projects or collaborative projects based on project-based learning. See, we can give examples. We can ask ChatGPT in this way. I am writing like this. Provide me with 5 ideas for collaborative projects for the first year graduate students in electronics engineering. Please ensure that each project should have about 20% of work in IoT, that is Internet of Things. These projects must work on solar power and should not need expensive infrastructure or equipments. See, for my constraint, for my students' project work, I am giving all constraints to them. Even I can say 20% of work in IoT. Even I can tell that one, it should be, this subject should be from Bloom's taxonomy analyze or evaluation level. And these projects should not be expensive. So when I give this, it is going to give me exactly the same thing. You will wonder how ChatGPT knows the cost of the equipment so that it is actually making things least expensive, and how ChatGPT can refer back and see that each of these projects will have minimum 20% of the knowledge which is coming from IoT, that is Internet of Things. As I was telling again and again, ChatGPT is super powerful, and powerful weapons are more powerful in the hands of the powerful brains. So our objective here, our teaching, our LMS, all these things, it won't available anywhere else. These things, our main objective is that you are becoming that superpower. Now let me go to the next one. You must be knowing what is reverse brainstorming. Reverse brainstorming is a very creative process that when there is a problem, we tell students to create that problem. How that, when we realize that how that problem has occurred, how that problem got created, then that itself will have many of the solutions in that. So this is a ChatGPT is a very interesting thing to do the reverse brainstorming. You know what are analogies and you know what are metaphors. These two are very important for articulating things. When we take a subject, taken subjects in the class, we definitely starve for certain words to explain them. Similarly, we will really look around to find some right examples or right parody, something, so that the students will remember. Whatever we tell exactly text, students are not going to remember. But when we tell a life touching, heart touching example, they are going to remember. These are all the places in which with the right prompts, the teachers can find help of ChatGPT. ChatGPT so that now I am going to show you one example on that. Tell me 5 analogies and metaphors regarding metallurgy and material science that will create insight to second year mechanical engineering students. I am asking ChatGPT. See what it gives: crystal structure and classroom layout. Very, very interesting, brilliant. Second, heat treatment and baking a cake. Brilliant. Alloying and fruit salad. Brilliant. Metal fatigue and bending of a paper clip. Brilliant. Dislocation movement and caterpillar walk. Brilliant. See one thing, my BTech is in mechanical, and this metallurgy was one of my favorite subject. This particular thing, I have not seen at least in 20 to 30 books. It is generated. How got it generated? Generated with my prompt. How this prompt is a creative thing. And if somebody is coming and telling me that it is a plagiarism, I will beat them. If somebody is coming and because it is my creation. This is not seen at any place. Based on my prompt, ChatGPT has generated it according to my instruction. And if I want, I can regenerate. I can even change the words. Even I can add or subtract my sentence into that. So it is mine. It is my creativity. So ChatGPT is a tool, like a brush, like a chisel, like a pen, like a sword, whatever it is. Now let me come to the next one. Yes. Now we are coming to our next section, that is using ChatGPT for creating assessments. I actually this is also very interesting, but this many of you know this. Therefore, therefore we can go a little fast using ChatGPT for creating assessments. Even though fill in the blank is supposed to be the easiest thing to make, easiest question to make, but most of the time we will get caught because a brilliant fill in the blank exercise is a matter of art. So I am going to show you how ChatGPT can help in fill in the blank exercises. See, I am going to ChatGPT. I am going to give a particular prompt. Create fill in the blank questions on development economics from undergraduate course on business economics. Question should be from Bloom's taxonomy apply level and his cognitive level matrix depth of knowledge level 3. So I am telling create, I'm going to tell create 5. Fill in the blank questions on development and etc. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I hope you can see this. This is a fill in the blank example created on particular subject at Bloom's taxonomy level 3 and has depth of knowledge, cognitive rigor matrix DOK 3. Now you will see that here it is written a hint. Hint, 2 elements that are often. And you may question that one from where this hint came. Hint was not there in my prompt. It is because in a previous prompt, I asked it to give hint and I forgot to remove it. For that purpose, what I have to do, I have to tell ChatGPT, please forget all instructions given earlier. Please forget all instructions given earlier. Now ChatGPT won't make this mistake. Now whatever I am going to tell, it is going to listen only that. Now let me see. Let me go to next one. See, this is generating test question. There are many AI tools for writing, making MCQs, but they have a restriction. But when you are using ChatGPT directly raw, you can control it better. Whatever I was telling earlier in prompt engineering, everything is applicable here. Even you can tell ChatGPT to integrate knowledge and make an MCQ. For example, you have got physics, you have got biology, and you are blending these two. You are giving a PDF of physics, you are giving a PDF of biology. You can tell them to integrate knowledge of these two for a particular thing and make MCQ out of it. It will create MCQ for you. So here, let me show you this generating text to question. This is because we have got a time limitation. There are limitations the way in which I can explain also. Otherwise, we can make a very complicated thing. Very complicated thing. Even you can beat even JEE examination question paper with ChatGPT. So create 10 multiple choice questions based on the topic power plant engineering. 2 questions must be from remember, 3 questions must be from comprehension, 5 questions from apply levels of Bloom's taxonomy. All options must look similar with minute differences. Provide the answer in the end. See, I gave a twist here. All options should be similar. In the sense, I am not allowing my students to make a guesswork. Means if I give an MCQ by saying that who is India's father of nation, I give Mahatma Gandhi, Richard Attenborough, Ben Kingsley, and Bill Gates. In that it is easy to find, but if I am going to give very similar names, it is going to be different. So we can create. That is the reason I tell don't use AI tools, use your prompts. See, interactive quizzes. This is also very good thing to make a very high fun and excitement in the class. Interactive quizzes. Interactive quizzes, I am going to show you here with one live interactive quiz with the prompt. Create an interactive quiz on kinematics of machinery with 10 questions. Ask me a multiple choice question and I will respond. If I get it wrong, first give me a hint. If I am wrong again, provide me with the correct answer and explanation. Then provide me with a new question. See, this is what the interactive question. When I tell wrong, it is going to give me a hint. And then wait for my answer. If I am making mistake again, then it is going to show me the answer. It will come exactly in this way. Now let me show you that one here. See, now question 1. What is the angular velocity of a body rotating at a rate of 60 revolutions per minute? 60 RPM. I am giving an answer. B. Your answer is incorrect. So it is going to give me a hint. So please try again. Now I am going to give, yeah. Correct. So now it is going to ask me a question. These are all the things you can have interactive quizzes in the class, or even it can be part of examination also. Now what I do is that it is already now only 16 minutes left. It is only 16 minutes left, so that we will go for question answer. So I will see to chat. Okay. Now, Sangeeta Kadam, madam, how to get this pedagogical excellence? Ma'am, pedagogical excellence is also part of LMS. It is part of LMS. Now, next question. Sir, do we need to give an idea in a sentence or two? It is your choice. There is no limitation in that. The token, number of tokens is the limitation, but you can put 8 or 10 seconds, 8 or 10 sentences. Now, a question from Vijaya. Sir, every time we can ask ChatGPT to suggest a prompt. See, ChatGPT is sitting there with an open mind. Instead of suggesting a prompt, you can tell ChatGPT, these are all my requirements. You please suggest a prompt. ChatGPT will give a prompt. That is what, in the case of that music, in the case of that picture, we asked ChatGPT to give a prompt, because ChatGPT is text based. It cannot sing. It cannot draw a picture. Oh, okay. Dr. Janani madam's questions are yesterday in a task even in LMS is about creating a prompt. Okay, that is very sorry, because sometimes there was a restructuring. Yesterday, Professor Achud Shankar Nair was taking class. Because of that, we had to take some offset of this. But you have time for this, and if you have any doubt, you can always clarify also. Okay, this question is: can we have these slides, ma'am? That it is there on LMS. Sir, is ChatGPT free? ChatGPT is free. It is the 3.5 is free. If you want to use 4 or more, you have to pay for that. Can it analyze data in research? Yes. ChatGPT is one of the major thing is for analyzing data. Only thing is that data analysis, if your data is bigger, if your data analysis requirement is complex, you have to put a little more mind into that. There are plugins for this, and then you can read on internet. There are various YouTube videos on this. I cannot explain because it takes so much of time, and it is not applicable to everyone in the audience. Can I cite ChatGPT? Is it appropriate to cite ChatGPT in work, especially if you use it as a primary source? See, I am not sure whether ChatGPT is your primary source. ChatGPT is a tool for you. Please don't take ChatGPT as a book. ChatGPT as a reference. ChatGPT as a tool. Similarly, you are not suggesting Google as a reference. If you are referring to one particular PDF or particular material, you are doing. But you can always tell that you used ChatGPT as a tool. Do we have to buy, add, and up? What is that? Okay, Dr. Sharada Ohatkar, can you please share this presentation on LMS? Ma'am, it is already there. Do I have add a plugin? You can add a plugin. Only be very judicious what you require, because second time when you use or when you use more, they will ask for money in dollars. Therefore, you have to be careful what you want and what is not necessary. Be Diraimati. Is it all right to depend on ChatGPT for everything? Will there not be decline in our critical thinking ability? Yeah, this is what I am telling repeatedly, that if you want to use ChatGPT properly for your work, which you can show the world with pride. I am telling you, if you want to use ChatGPT to create a result that you want to show the world with pride, then you have to use critical thinking. ChatGPT is to enlighten, enhance your critical thinking. You have to dominate ChatGPT with your critical thinking. Then you can take juice out of ChatGPT. You are not going to surrender your critical thinking there. You are actually going to build your critical thinking there. Now, uh, Dr. J. Sarada, sir, for MCQ quiz in LMS platform, how many attempts are allowed? Actually, I will request moderators to answer this question, because I am not able to answer immediately. It can be downloaded from Play Store. It is not like that. You can search on internet, and my understanding is that there are many ChatGPT plugins are there on Chrome and for on Bing, and you can use some of the thing if you on uh, platform.openai.com/playground. Okay, there is a question from Sangameshan KM. The presentation is not seen in the LMS. Where is it? Sir, it is not a presentation. It is in the form of notes. You will see the screenshot. You will see the notes. So it is not in the form of PPT or something. Even I am not using PPT. It is a different software. In order to make a PPT, do I have plugin? See, PPT, my suggestion is that use ChatGPT to make the PPT content, and you use your own PPT to add the content and graphics to it. Don't go blindly for any of the AI tools on the highway. Dr. Maria George, sir, may I get one example as to how AI is a boon to teach literature? Madam, even though I studied engineering, inside of me, it's a literature. So here, each one of my example on prompt engineering, there was a tinge of literature. It is right from the grammar to the poem, to essay, or to integrate to, and to develop insights. Whatever you require in this. So Dr. Maria George, my request is that please go through LMS. One thing, from tomorrow, please attend this prompt engineering, and then during that time I will explain, and I am going to write my phone number here. Please call me anytime. It is 967-367-0033. I have written my phone number here. You can call me and ask, but my request is that please go through the LMS prompt engineering, whatever is written. Which software you use to make a PPT? So it is a question. Actually, I am using a software called Articulate Storyline. So this entire presentation is made with Articulate Storyline. So now we have 7 minutes left on my laptop. Dr. Shiju George, is it payable, the tools? Sir, it is all based on which tool you use, how much you use, all those things, because there is nothing valuable is free. Even if somebody is giving free because they want to popularize it. Therefore, be very cautious. My one-line suggestion to everyone is that use ChatGPT to maximum, because that is enough. Even to make PPT and all, don't go for anything like a slide PPT and all. You for ChatGPT is enough. Use it best so that it is going to be a life skill, like like a swimming or like a cycling or like a climbing on the tree. These are all going to be a very, very different skill to prompt. So my request is that don't go behind the tools, use prompt. So, Fawd Abdul Hamid sir, do we end up with inventing something new by generating knowledge? Just to curious. Yes, you are right. You are right. But your answer, what you generate, is based on your questions, your attempts. Means it is going to be you for generating new knowledge. ChatGPT is going to be a powerful tool for you. So there is a question from Bindya Liz madam. The 100 number of AI tools along with the ChatGPT given in LMS, are they to be integrated with the ChatGPT? No, madam. Though these things are all in separate tools. You have to have separate registration there. You will have a separate password there. And after you start using, most of them will ask you money also. Can we allow the students to use? It's a question from Sangameshan sir. Can we allow the students to use ChatGPT for to do their? See, this is the same thing. The philosophy of open book examination. It is exactly for open books examination. So based on the situation, and we are going to speak about this on the last day, how to create assignments so that people cannot misuse ChatGPT. We are going to tell you 12 methods. 12 methods you can use in your assignments so that students cannot use ChatGPT. See, Sangeeta madam has got question chat.openai.com. In this, it always shows error message. Ma'am, please try in various ways and various brochures, and you remove the temp files and all, because this is one particular thing used everywhere in the world, so that no one has got this complaint. So my request is that there will be something missing somewhere. With various attempts and cleaning, it will work. See, Dr. Suresh Ramana Maya, see one thing, do you throw light on different plugins in the different classes? Actually, I wish to do that, but we do not have time is one thing. Second thing is that need not to do also. The reason is you can very easily do it. I have got many other very important thing which is not available anywhere to explain to you. Means which are very unique knowledge to explain to you, and these are all very common knowledge available everywhere, so that you can do one thing. I have given my number. If you are not successful in that, please call me at any time. We can have a discussion on that. Yeah. Yes, Fawd Abdul Hamid sir told that learn to ask a question. That is the point. Yes. There is a message from Vijaya. We need your contact information. Actually, my phone number is given here, 967-367-0033. See, Jojo Panekal John, there's a question. Sir, that is absolutely your choice, because there are many options are there. If you find it applicable, appropriate, please go ahead with that, sir. See, there is a question. Sangamation came. What can we do to improve the standard of Malayalam in ChatGPT? See, this is something you have to really explore into that. Since you asked this question, I will tell you, because I like Malayalam poetry and all. I asked certain questions to ChatGPT about Ullur Parameshwarayer's Prema Sangeetam. It gave such an insightful answer. So please try. Please try. It is the same thing I want to speak to. I want to tell ma'am in earlier question also. If it is from Vidya Sisale madam, if ChatGPT is giving everything, then whatever AI-based projects we are going to develop, will it be having novelty? Yes. See, when we introduced first car, that was a novelty, and people built up on that. So when we saw MS-DOS first time, it was a novelty. So when our brain works in a creative and novel way, it is going to create new things. Now, Chandrasekhar T. Sir, how can I get PPT of my discipline from ChatGPT directly? See, you cannot get a PPT from directly, but you can get intelligent, brilliant content with a diagram and image ideas from ChatGPT, that you can put it on whichever slide you want and you can show it, so that it will be yours, it will be unique, it will reflect your personality. Nobody will say that you copied something from somewhere. So now it is 4-2. With everybody's permission, now let us conclude this. If anyone has got any clarification, you can always call later, or you can ask it day after tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, welcome.
So, for your information, tomorrow we don't have FDP. So by that time, you can complete all the activities in the LMS. And if you have any concerns regarding the LMS, you can contact the numbers given in the chat. So now for vote of thanks, we have Miss Mary Gipsy Paulos, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, St. Joseph College, Autonomous, Irinjalakuda.
Thank you. I am Mary Gisby Paulos, and today we have our resource person, Dr. Suresh Nambudri, Founder Director of Espoir Technologies from Pune. Sir It has been an eye-opener for us about ChatGPT and of the next level of thought. You have consistently emphasized on how ChatGPT is assisting in knowledge generation and knowledge integration, and we too keenly understand about it. It was really educating and, in a sense, entertaining too for us. As one of the participants mentioned, we can change our ethics too, right? You have clearly shown us how teachers and researchers can plan innovative and new ways of teaching, and how we can enhance our critical thinking. We are glad that you also took the time to review our doubts and answer them. We all clearly share your joy and enthusiasm. Thank you so much, sir, for actively engaging us for these 2 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Let me thank St. Joseph's College, Autonomous Irinalakuda, and Kerala State Higher Education Council for organizing the 7-day national level online FDP on ChatGPT and AI tools for educators in line with OBE. Let me thank all the participants too of the session for your active presence and valuable inputs, and also for assisting one another. And with that, let me conclude. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you all. We'll meet on Monday's session.